It's Jeff and Wilma Budrum, and what we've done, we've made for our dinner, we've made a elephant's foot yam curry, and we'll show you how we made it. Look at that, beautiful. So I'm just going to dice this up fairly small, because it's going in, as well as the bread is going into the curry. I've got a heavy base saucepan here with some water in. I'm going to bring it to the boil and cook it for about 15 minutes. That's kind of it. So what I'm going to do is just strain the water out of this elephant's foot yam. So I have two small fish frames simmering away here in about 1.5 cups of water. I'm just going to break it all up and get ready to strain it all out. And I want to get all the goodness out of that fish, all the omega-3 oil and the natural collagen from between the bones and all the fins. With the heavy base saucepan, the heat on, and a tablespoon of olive oil, I'm just going to put in 1 chopped onion. Let that saute for a little bit. I'll probably put about 4 cloves of garlic in there. Now these have been sitting in olive oil, so they're a bit slippery. So I'm just going to cut them up, chop them up. So now that my onions have sauteed a little bit, just going to add my garlic. About a tablespoon of finely minced crystallised ginger. Just going to add probably about a teaspoon of minced turmeric. I'm going to put in about half a teaspoon of sea salt. I've got another ingredient to go in, only because I've got it in the garden. I've got a piece of finger root. It's Chinese key. So I'm just going to cut that up real fine and add that to it. And once all that is sauteed, what I have here is some fish masala. I got that from an Indian spice shop, and it really adds a beautiful flavour. So I'm going to put in about a teaspoon of that. I'm just going to let that cook for about 1 minute. So now that those spices are cooked, I'm just going to add about 2/3 of a cup of coconut milk. Just bring that back to a bit of a simmer. And I have about roughly half a cup of raw cashews that have been cut in half. Just going to add those to it. What I'll do is I'll just strain all the fish stock into here. Look at that beautiful eye. Isn't that a beautiful eye? Making sure that the bones don't go in the curry. Just get as much of the juice out of that as I possibly can. And you'll be able to see it all come out the bottom. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? What I'm going to add now is probably about 1/4 to half a cup of sultanas. Some people don't like sultanas in their curry, but we do. Got a few other ingredients to go in yet. What I'm going to add now is some green pawpaw. So this is out of the freezer, just a handful. And I'll put a little handful of the green mango in there. Bring that back to a simmer. So this has been simmering for about 20 minutes. What I'm going to add in now is, I've got a good handful of these young red shallots. They're all finely chopped. I'm going to add them to it. So out of what I cut up, I took 1 cup of minced elephant's foot yam out for some bread, and I drained the water out for bread. So that's the remaining elephant's foot yam. I'm just going to add this to it. I think that will thicken up our curry beautifully. So I'll just bring it back to a simmer again. Just want to point out, it smells absolutely beautiful. So ready to have our dinner now. I made some mash, some potato mash from our Sebagos. I'm just going to put a little bit of mash on our plate. Okay. Also, we've got some pan-fried fish we're going to have with this. So this is our dinner. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you later. Bye.